Yes, Madam Mayor, I'd like to ask for suspension of the rules for the purpose of being recorded in the affirmative on the last vote for which I was not present.
Councilor Reeves moves suspension of the rules. On suspension, all those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. We're in suspension. Councilor Reeves asks unanimous consent to be recorded as voting in the affirmative. Councilor Reeves?
Yes.
In the affirmative.
And I would beg your indulgence further after the vote.
On the affirmative, on previously votes taken. All on the order. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no. The matter is adopted. Councilor Reeves.
Yes, had I been in the room, I would have flagged number 5, which is a request for additional travel funds for the mayor's office, to say that I'm so pleased that you had the good sense to request the funds needed to conduct the mayor's office and the mayor's business, and as a traveling representative of the city. It could have gone under the whatever for you. It did not for me, but I have to make one point.
Okay, so let me just pause this for a moment, Councilor Reeves, because that was adopted. Madam Clerk, should we suspend the rules to bring number 5 before us because we had voted it?
I think I just asked for permission to comment on it.
Okay, very good.
Okay,
go forward.
Because on this Wednesday night at 6 o'clock at the Broad Institute of MIT and Harvard, we're going to be reporting back from a trip that 13 of us took to Harlem, where we were for 3 days in a practitioners institute to talk about quality youth programs and how you can get them to all children. And this experience came out of an earlier trip that I took to Harlem that allowed me to meet with Jeff Canada and others to understand the specificity of this program. And I was vilified in the newspaper for this waste of taxpayer money and my luxuriousness and all other kind of invented nonsense. So I hope that some of the people who want to believe that doggerel will show up on Wednesday night at the Broad to see what effective work with the people's funds can yield as a benefit to the city. And I hope all of my favorite bloggers spend all night writing about how wrong they were. So, but Madam Mayor, it's an important time. I think in my first mayoral term, it was during the Clinton inaugural. You, as a member of the U.S. Conference of Mayors, the mayors always meet at inauguration time, so you already have a hotel accommodation. There will be a full scale of events, get a lot of good sleep, and I expect you to represent the white people, the black people, the gay and lesbian people. I want you out there everywhere telling them you are from Cambridge, you are the first African-American mayor of Cambridge, you're the first African-American female mayor in Massachusetts, and you're the first out lesbian black mayor in the world. And I want all of that in this city, and you can spend my travel dime, but I want you out there. This is a great city, and it should send its mayor into those pockets of power and influence and policy making that make a difference. So I'm also going to be in Washington. As I told you, I'm going as your date. So we can go together. I'll be on my dime. So I just do think it should be well stated that somebody said tonight that we don't have a free press. We don't have an accurate press. And may God send us that. Maybe Obama can make the press be accurate.
Thank you, Councilor Reeves. I actually thank you for bringing mentioning that, because I just wanted to say that, for the record, that this request for transfer of $6,000 is from other ordinary maintenance to the travel and training portion of my budget. You know, you're right. Conferences are the opportunity for all of us to participate and educate, ourselves about what's going on in the country, but also to educate others about Cambridge and the great work that we do, our schools, But, I've gone and I've learned a lot of things. In fact, by going to the Conference of Mayors, I was invited to go to Charleston, South Carolina on the Mayor's Institute on City Design, and they brought me out to Charleston, South Carolina. I was inspired by that, and I learned a lot, and I think it's going to open other doors for us in terms of services that we'll be able to get from the National Endowment for the Arts because of that trip.